The most iconic jerseys in sports history, and what they're worth today. Some jerseys are more than just pieces of fabric. They represent moments that made history, athletes who became legends, and games that will never be forgotten. Over the years, sports jerseys have gone from gear worn in the heat of battle to priceless memorabilia worth millions. But which jerseys stand above the rest? Which ones etched themselves into the collective memory of fans and collectors alike? Let's dive into the most iconic jerseys in sports history and just how much they're worth today. But before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on our upcoming videos. Now, let's get started. Michael Jordan's 1998 NBA Finals jersey, estimated worth $10.1 million. Nothing screams basketball greatness quite like Michael Jordan. But one jersey stands out above them, all his red Chicago Bulls jersey from Game 1 of the 1998 NBA Finals, part of his legendary Last Dance season. This jersey shattered records when it sold for a staggering $10.1 million in 2022, becoming the most expensive game-worn sports memorabilia ever sold at the time. What made it so valuable wasn't just that it was Jordan's. It symbolized the end of an era, his final season with the Bulls, one filled with drama, dominance, and destiny. Fans and collectors weren't just buying a jersey, they were buying a moment, a legacy. Diego Maradona's Hand of God jersey, estimated worth $9.3 million. Few moments in sports are as controversial or iconic as Diego Maradona's infamous Hand of God goal against England in the 1986 World Cup quarterfinals. In the same match, he also scored what many consider the greatest goal in World Cup history. The jersey he wore that day, sky blue and white stripes of Argentina, became the stuff of legend. In 2022, it sold for $9.3 million at auction, setting a new record for a soccer jersey at the time. What makes this jersey truly special is the story behind it. Love him or hate him, Maradona was magic. That game cemented his status as a football god, and the shirt became a relic. Babe Ruth's 1928-1930 Yankees jersey, estimated worth $5.64 million. Babe Ruth isn't just a baseball player, he's an icon. And when his New York Yankees jersey from between 1928 and 1930 went up for auction, collectors paid homage. It sold for an astonishing $5.64 million in 2019, setting a then-world record for any piece of sports memorabilia. The jersey is wool-heavy and worn from the era when Ruth was at the peak of his career. It connects us to a time when baseball ruled America and Ruth was the undisputed king of it all. Wearing this jersey, Ruth hit home runs that changed the game and inspired generations. Its value goes far beyond numbers. Kobe Bryant's 2007-8 MVP season jersey, estimated worth $5.8 million. Kobe Bryant was more than an athlete, he was a symbol of dedication, competitiveness, and excellence. In 2023, one of his most iconic jerseys worn during his 2007-8 MVP season sold for $5.8 million. What makes this jersey particularly emotional is that it represents the man at his peak, a year where he led the Lakers to the NBA Finals and won the league MVP. The jersey was photo-matched to multiple games, making it a certified piece of basketball history. For fans of Kobe, it's not just about wins or stats. It's about heart, legacy, and Mamba mentality. This jersey carries all of that and more. Pele's 1970 World Cup Final jersey, estimated worth $225,000 plus, but considered priceless. Pele's 1970 World Cup Final jersey is not the most expensive on record, but it may be the most sacred in football history. Worn during Brazil's 4-1 victory over Italy and Mexico, the jersey symbolizes the pinnacle of football artistry. This match marked Pele's third World Cup win, a feat no one has replicated. The canary yellow jersey with green trim became emblematic of Brazil's football magic, though it sold for £157,750, around $225,000 at the time. In 2002, many consider it worth much more today if it were ever to be auctioned again. For football fans, it's a holy grail. Tom Brady's Super Bowl 51 jersey, estimated worth $480,000, recovered from theft. Tom Brady has worn many iconic jerseys, but the one from Super Bowl 51 stands out. It was the game where the New England Patriots pulled off the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history, overcoming a 28-3 deficit against the Falcons. That jersey mysteriously vanished after the game, leading to an international investigation by the FBI. It was later recovered from a collector in Mexico. Had it gone to legal auction, experts estimate it could have sold for upwards of $500,000 and possibly more now, given Brady's retirement and status as the GOAT. The story, the drama, the legacy, it's all stitched into that white number 12 jersey. Jackie Robinson's 1947 rookie jersey, estimated worth $4.2 million. Jackie Robinson changed the world of sports forever when he broke Major League Baseball's color barrier in 1947. The jersey he wore during that rookie season is more than iconic, it's a symbol of social progress and courage. When it went up for auction, it fetched $4.2 million, one of the highest prices ever for a piece of baseball history. The gray Brooklyn Dodgers jersey with Brooklyn stitched across the chest represents one of the most important cultural moments in American history. Its value will only increase as its significance transcends the game itself. Wayne Gretzky's final Oilers jersey, estimated worth $1.45 million. Wayne Gretzky's departure from the Edmonton Oilers in 1988 marked the end of an era in hockey. The jersey he wore during his final game as an Oiler was sold for $1.45 million in 2022. That moment when Gretzky tearfully said goodbye was seared into the memories of hockey fans everywhere. The blue and orange Oilers jersey became a symbol of greatness, loyalty, and change. For many, Gretzky isn't just the great one. He's the face of an entire sport, and this jersey is its crown jewel. LeBron James' 2013 NBA Finals Game 7 jersey, estimated worth $3.7 million. When LeBron James led the Miami Heat to a Game 7 victory over the San Antonio Spurs in the 2013 NBA Finals, he cemented his legacy with one of the most clutch performances of his career. The jersey he wore in that game, a clean white Heat jersey with number 6, sold for $3.7 million at auction. This game was a turning point. LeBron proved he could deliver under the highest pressure, and collectors recognized its value. It's not just a jersey, it's a defining moment in modern NBA history. Muhammad Ali's 1965 Phantom Punch robe, estimated worth $500,000 plus. While not a jersey in the traditional sense, no list would be complete without Muhammad Ali. His white robe, worn before his 1965 fight against Sonny Liston, where the infamous Phantom Punch ended the bout, has become legendary. Ali, known as the greatest, transcended boxing. The robe, embroidered with Muhammad Ali across the back, marked his first bout under his new name after converting to Islam. When the robe surfaced at auction, it sold for hundreds of thousands, but experts believe its cultural and historical value is far greater. It's a piece of sports and civil rights history stitched into one. What makes a jersey truly iconic? It's not just about the athlete, it's about the moment, the story, the emotion. Iconic jerseys are tied to greatness, triumph, sometimes even tragedy. They make us feel something. The materials might fade, the colors might age, but the legacy, that lasts forever. Collectors don't just chase cloth, they chase memories. The roar of the crowd, the buzzer beaters, the goals, the runs, the punches. Jerseys capture all of it. The exploding value of game-worn memorabilia. Over the past 2 decades, the market for game-worn jerseys has exploded. What was once a niche hobby has become a billion-dollar industry. Athletes today are aware of their legacy and often preserve key game-worn items for future value. Photo matching technology, authentication, and growing global demand have made rare jerseys incredibly valuable. The more significant the moment and the more beloved the player, the higher the price. Where does the market go from here? If current trends hold, we're only scratching the surface. As athletes expand their personal brands, the value of their gear will continue to skyrocket. NFTs and digital ownership might play a role in how jerseys are bought, tracked, and shared. But the physical item, the fabric that once touched greatness, will always hold a special place. If you're fascinated by the history, drama, and value behind these legendary jerseys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with fellow sports fans and collectors. Which jersey means the most to you? Drop your favorite in the comments below and let us know which moment still gives you goosebumps.